Okay, so who wants to scale their online business or who wants to scale their current business in the online world? Type me in the chat. Okay, if this is something that you guys want, no, maybe this training for the next 5 weeks will help you get to that goal. Okay, and maybe all I ask from you is your full attention. Maybe jot down notes. Okay, I don't mind kung kumakain kayo right now. Okay, I don't mind kung nag-dinner pa. Pero bring your attention in this meeting and really try to digest yung mga ituturo ko or share ko in this training. Okay, my only role here is to really maybe give you an idea, and that is what it only takes no para mag-scale talaga and bring transformation into your business and current no business. Okay? All right, so quick story muna. I'll be sharing. Okay lang po ba mag-share? Okay, okay lang po ba mag-share? So, yes, thank you, GMD Mila. So, back then, 2 years ago, no, I was also struggling with how to really scale or make a business online using digital tools. Okay? Dati nag-struggle talaga ako and hindi naman always na I learned or I know how to run ads. No, and it really took me experience talaga. It really took some time to learn how to run ads or how to see results, especially in e-commerce and in my own agency. Okay, so it took me 2 years of digital marketing training and really experience. And nag-struggle talaga ako dati. And right now, I'm happy to say na nakakita naman po tayo ng results. Okay, out of the things that we are doing for myself and for my own businesses and for my own clients or partners. Okay, and okay, so again, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Clark Lopez. I'm an agency owner of Blueshare Acquisition, e-commerce business co-owner of Nivara E-commerce Solutions. Then 2 years of digital marketing experience and generated over 1 million in sales for foreign and local clients this year. Okay, so these are for my partners. Okay, kung okay lang, kung sa akin yan, magsasaya talaga ako. Pero those are for my clients. I help my clients generate or partners generate that amount this year. Okay, so really what I'm going to share here is yung mga ginagawa ko for them. Okay, and I hope may makuha kayo or may mapulot po kayo out of that. Okay? So, these are some of the businesses that I have or I own. Acquisition agency, Blueshore, and I also have Nivara e-commerce solution for e-commerce. Okay? So, ma-assure po kayo na yung ituturo ko dito, ina-apply ko po rin po siya in my own business, e-commerce, and in my partners. Okay? So, here are some of the results that I've helped or I generated. Okay, one of the most proud of or yung pinaka-recent ko na results na talagang proud ako is yung 5-day results namin for a flower shop here in Manila. We generated over 208,473 pesos in sales, no flowers. And ang ad spend lang namin, as you can see here, is 40,000. So that's like 5 times the returns, no, in just 5 days. Okay, what more kung that's for the whole month? Okay, and every strategy, no, na ginawa ko or in-implement ko in this campaign, I will be sharing with you, no, in the next few days. Okay, in the next weeks and then in the 5 weeks na magkasama tayo. Okay? So I hope na yung pagsalita ko nakukuha niyo po. All right. So this is my first time, so medyo kinakabahan ako. And anyway, so yeah. So here are also some of the results. Ito yung for flower shop pa rin. But this is for February. Imagine 10,000 only, 10,000 pesos only, yet nakapag-generate po tayo ng 203,000. Okay, so that's like 20x returns on their investment sa ads. Okay, and quick story, itong flower shop na to, no, February kasi to, yung ano na to, niran namin yung ads nila, yung campaign nila. Yung system nila, hindi pa ganun ka-ready to really catch no, the sales or the amount of people that are buying from them online. Okay, and on February 14, they decided na to close their orders for the whole month. No, kasi sobrang dami, like they were receiving may mga nagko-complaints and yeah, so ready hindi pa ready yung system nila yet they generated a huge amount of customers for their business. Now, is that something that you want for yourself? Okay, is that something that you want for your business as well? Kasi really it would help you, no? Using transitioning to digital era, no, in that using the internet, leveraging it, no? You can also generate maybe bigger results than this, no? And I know na you guys can do it as well for yourself. Okay? So, also, other than e-commerce businesses, I also do digital products. Okay, like for example, GMD here, GMD Eva, and other coaches here in the Philippines. No, I also help them generate leads and clients. So really, this is just to fortify your trust that the system or the process that I'm using really works and shows results. Okay. Now, I'll share everything I know that got me these results. So walang holding back, no? I will be sharing everything talaga with you guys. Okay? And kung kaya ko, of course, kaya nyo rin. Okay? So, yeah. Kung kaya ko yan, baka nga masigitan nyo pa ako yung results niya. Okay? Because I know na you guys are also business owners and I know na mas malaki na yung sales na napoproduce nyo. Okay? And of course, I'm sure na through this training, I hope, you guys can scale your business digitally. Okay? Kaya nyo yan, guys. Okay? Now, enough of that. I want to start this meeting off with a quick question. Now, why do you think businesses burn out or stay stuck in 2025? No. Maybe answer in one word or maybe a few phrases sa chats. Okay, so I can't read it right now, but why do you think so? May information naman, may AI naman, but why are some businesses struggling? Okay, and to start this day off, okay, I want to like share a quick framework na you could use. Okay, so agad-agad na framework na agad tayo. Value na agad tayo. Okay? So, even though may AI na today, no, even though may information na today, what I'm seeing is that some businesses are still struggling, no, with the internet or AI, no, na hindi pa nila na-scale yung business nila using AI or yung using the internet, yung tools na available out there. Okay? And the number one reason is hindi nila natatakot sila or maybe natatakot sila, walang mag-guide sa kanila on how to get there or hindi nila alam kung paano i-implement. So those are the things na really keep them stuck or burn them out. Okay, and here's the thing. Okay, the pattern that I'm seeing most businesses do, no, when it comes to online or the internet is number one, they will post. Okay, they will post something. No, posting something. So what we're doing here is we're breaking, no, the beliefs that we have. Posting something on the internet, posting something on our Facebook feed, no, doesn't guarantee that your business will scale. Okay, just posting something, maybe video, maybe the product that you are selling, doesn't guarantee na you will get a lot of sales. And I will explain later why. Okay, so that's the first step, or this is the pattern that I'm seeing. So they will post, their post will get seen. However, walang sales. Okay? Walang follow-up. No follow-up with their customers. Okay? No follow-up with the leads na nag-i-interact sa post nila. Okay? And the thing here is also, isingit ko lang. No? Posting kasi won't really guarantee you na makakatrack ka ng leads eh. Okay? Kahit nag-post ka sa social media or sa Facebook, okay, later may share ako na maganda na I think you guys will see value, no? Why posting won't guarantee any sales talaga. Na posting is meant to like engage, entertain yung audience, no? But the platform, no, hindi ibig sabihin na nagpo-post ka, bibigyan ka na nila ng leads who are ready to buy your product. Okay, and that's why most of them feel stuck. Okay? Because they are thinking na posting on social media is enough, posting what they have to offer is enough. No? Yes, it is important to post your product to showcase what you have, your offer. But it is not the only solution that you will need to scale your business online. Okay, and then the cycle repeats. Post, get seen, no sales, no follow-up, feel stuck. Post again, post again, post again. Okay, without getting any sales. So that is the common pattern that I'm seeing. Okay, now I want to introduce you the seller spiral. Okay, so the seller spiral, no, maybe take down notes for this. Okay, because these are like the common traps that keep most businesses stuck on where they are right now. Okay, or keep most businesses stuck with their business. Okay, number one is no strong offer. Number two is too much posting. Number three is no follow-up. Number 4 is no leverage. Okay? So these are the 4 spirals that are keeping business owners stuck. Okay? And we will deep dive into this, starting off with no strong offer. Okay? Now, what do I mean by no strong offer? Okay. So, ano ba yung strong offer? Okay. Strong offer means, really, later I will give the definition. Pero, going back, first reason why businesses feel stuck, especially when they transition online, is because they have no killer offer. Okay, no killer offer. I will give the definition of no killer offer in a bit, but breaking again another belief na your product is not your offer. Okay? Your product, hindi lang ayun yun. You can do something more about your product. Okay? Your product, kung ano yung meron ka, or kung ano yung product mo right now, it doesn't mean ayun lang yung i-showcase mo, ayun lang yung i-broadcast mo. Okay? That's why we need to package it in a way that attracts more people and piques their interest. Okay? So your product doesn't always mean, no, na ayun lang yung showcase mo. Okay? Hindi lang yun yung offer mo. And tonight, I'm going to help you guys, no, craft a killer offer. Okay? So, why did I start with no killer offer? Okay? Because if you have a bad offer, okay, from the get-go, you launch your business online and you have a bad offer, you will always get bad results. Okay? A bad offer will always affect your marketing, your messaging, your content, and the way you close leads. Okay? Especially online. Online where people can't see, touch, or interact with you real time. Okay? Because ang nakikita lang nila ay yung maybe yung page mo, maybe yung profile picture mo, but there is no like real connection. That's why it is much harder to build trust. That's why you have to put in effort to earn their trust. Okay, now going back to bad offer. If you have a bad offer, it will really affect, no, your results. And that is why it is fundamental to really fix the offer that you have. Okay? And if we were to transition online, marketing is one of the most important things that you need to do. And kung ang minamarket mo ay hindi maganda, okay? Or kung ang minamarket mo is you don't really believe that this is something that people would want, it will translate into the results that you are getting. I experienced this firsthand, no, with the flower shop na, with that flower shop. Okay, they have a bad offer. Okay, and that is why we were not getting any customers. No, we were not getting promising results. Okay, because the main reason is they have a bad offer. Okay, kahit anong ayos mo sa marketing, sa posting mo, kahit anong ayos mo po sa creatives, if you have a bad offer, you won't get any results. Okay? So now, moving on, another thing to break, price is never the problem. Okay? Price is never the problem. Okay? Because most business owners think na most businesses think na they have to lower their price, no, below market competition. Pero hindi naman problema ang price eh. Okay? Price is never the problem. Okay? Maybe because the reason why you are lowering your price is because what you have or the offer that you have doesn't have any value. Pero if what you are offering has value, okay, you won't hesitate to charge more. You won't hesitate to ask for more money. Okay? And I know as a business owner, we want money, right? And going back to bad offer, this is connected. Okay, if you have a good offer, you can charge as much as you want. Okay, and price is only an issue in the absence of value. Okay, it is never an issue. Price is never an issue. It is only a question of value of what you have to offer. Now, I want to define what is a killer offer. A killer offer is an offer that makes people feel stupid by saying no. Okay, this is quoted from Alex Hormozy. I don't know if kilala si Alex Hormozy, pero that is what an offer is. Okay, people feel stupid if they say no to it, and later I will explain what do I mean by that. Okay, so that's the first trap that people are experiencing, or business owners are experiencing, especially when they transition online. They don't have a killer offer. They don't have an offer that people would chase you, and they are literally begging you to buy that thing that you are offering in the market. Okay? For example, let's say a pen. No, I'm going to like demonstrate how a value or how value works. Okay? So let's say a pen. If you sold this online, okay, and you said 50,000 pesos, bilhin mo pen ko. Okay lang? May bibili kaya nun? May bibili po kaya nun? Okay? Bilhin mo pen ko, bigyan mo ako 50,000 pesos. Okay lang? Okay? So, if you are like me, of course, hindi ko bibilin yan. 50,000 pesos lang yan. But, if I say, if I am let's say I'm an entrepreneur with 10 years of experience in marketing and operations management and organizational development, if I am that entrepreneur who is selling you this pen for 50,000 pesos, and the offer goes like this, okay? If the offer goes like this, I'm selling this pen for 50,000 pesos. In exchange, you get to learn 10 years of my experience in marketing, organizational development for 5 weeks, okay? And on top of that, I'm going to give you a copy of my book, okay? And you have to say yes within the next 10 minutes, or else this is gone forever. Okay? Now, that is a more compelling offer, no? If you just say, bilhin mo tong pen na to for 50,000 pesos. Okay? You see where I'm going here? I hope nakita niyo yung what I mean by that. No, na this is the product that you have, but the offer is the value you put on top of the product that you have. Okay? So, maybe reflect that on what you are selling right now. No? How can I make my product? What value can I attach to my product to make it more compelling for people to buy? Okay? What can I add more to the product? How can I add more value, no, to this product or to this pen? Okay? How can I add more value to the product that I'm selling right now? Okay? Because if you do that, you can charge as much as you want. Okay? Like, I'm not saying na unlimited yon, pero of course, there's a limit on how much you can how much you can charge, but you get what I mean. Like, if you attach more value to your product, you can charge more. You can charge a higher rate for it. Okay? And don't worry, later I will guide you guys on how we can create a killer offer. All right? Now, let's move to the second spiral. Second trap. Most business owners right now in 2025 are getting into, which is too much posting. Okay, so quick story lang. I've learned this myself na I have this mentor, he's a marketing, he's like the CEO of right now of a big e-commerce business here in Cavite, no? And I've learned from him na you don't really have to post every day. No? You don't have to post like once per day. You don't have to post like 3 times per day. You don't have to post 4 times per day. You don't have to post once per day every week. You don't even have to post like 3 times per week. 2 times per week will do. No? Because as long as you have the right system to attract leads, to attract customers, you don't have to keep posting every day. Because the trap here is you are becoming a content creator instead of a business owner who runs business to earn, no? And I'm not saying I'm not saying creating content is bad, but if our goal here is to earn, no, and sell more, okay, too much posting is not a good strategy. I think is not a good strategy for us, no, to get into. Okay, so this is the content trap na everyday content, everyday post, everyday publish tayo ng videos, everyday create tayo ng mga content na ipopost natin sa Facebook natin. No. Okay? I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that creating content is bad, but the keyword here is being intentional with how you are creating or with how you are creating your content. Okay? If your intent in creating content is to become a content creator, then that's okay. Okay, you don't have to you might be thinking that creating content is essential for you, and I agree, essential siya. Pero if your goal is to run a business where you don't have to like post every day, no, work every day on content, no, maybe this will help you. Okay. Now, the problem with a broken offer, or the problem with going back to the first spiral that we talked about, the offer, no killer offer. Okay, it is connected to this second spiral. Everything na nandun sa spiral magkaka-connect po siya. Okay, now if you don't have a killer offer, no, if you post too much, no, there's a probability na maybe your content is broken. Okay, what do I mean by broken? Maybe there is no unifying theme for it. Maybe your content is all over the place. Maybe your content doesn't really is not really intentional. The keyword is intentional. No, and you are chasing frequency over clarity. Okay? You are chasing frequency. No? Na post ako today, kailangan ko mag-post ulit bukas, kailangan ko ulit mag-post sa maybe one Wednesday. No? Instead of chasing frequency, why not chase clarity? Okay? Clarity with your offer, clarity with your goal, clarity on what results you want to get. Okay? And I'll be sharing later the tools that will help you do that. Okay? And in the next 5 weeks, lahat po yan maaral natin. Okay, now, this is the spiral. No, this is the spiral or loop that these business owners get into. Post daily, no? Wala silang makukuhang sales. Isipin nila, frequency is the problem. Kailangan ko mag-post ulit today. Then tomorrow, baka may benta na ako. Kailangan ko mag-post ulit sa third day. Then tomorrow, baka may benta na ako. Okay? Then, they will just post again. This strategy is good to retain customers. Okay? To retain followers na nag-interact na sa'yo. But, if our goal is to scale, then we will need new customers here. No? We will need new customers. And posting daily, there's a much better way for it. Okay? Because posting, yes, it will nurture your current customers. But if our goal is to scale, you need new customers for your business online. Okay? Especially with the tools available, you can get as much customers as you want. Okay? And I know maybe some of you are already seeing results with Facebook ads. But again, no, maybe this will help you out. Okay, now, frequency was never the problem. The problem is always the lack of clarity in what you do. Okay, the lack of clarity in what you are selling, in the lack of clarity in what you're offering. That is the problem. Okay, it is never a question of frequency. Okay, it is a question of clarity in what you are doing. Now, consistent posting won't fix an unclear offer. Until your message is sharp, more noise just leads to more silence. Okay, the more you post with an unclear goal, the more you post with an unclear offer, no, the content that you're producing are just noise. What we want here is to be your content to be razor sharp, that directly targets the people who are not just viewing your content, but will buy from you. Okay? That is our goal. Hindi lang po tayo nagpo-post para magkaroon ng likes, magkaroon ng views. We are posting because we want to get more customers. Okay? And that is, at the end of the day, that is the most important. No? The important are, ang pinaka-target palagi natin dito is yung results natin. Results meaning is translating to sales, not just likes or views. Okay? Now, here's a tip. Meta won't give you buyers for free. Okay? Now, paano ko po yan nalaman? I've learned this, no? And my mentor told me this. No, who is also a media buyer, was managed like $1 million in ad budget for her clients. So that's my mentor. No, Meta won't give you buyers for free. Okay? Meta won't give you new leads for free. Okay? Meta actually encourages you, and they are open about this. They are saying na magbayad ka para bigyan kita ng buyers. Okay? Para bigyan kita ng new customers. Okay? So, really, again, I'm an ads guy. I'm an ads person. Okay? Because there's really results in it. And Meta is really open, no? And sinasabi nila yan na they encourage you. No, they reward you for paying for customers. Okay? They won't just give you new customers organically. Okay? Right now, Meta, specifically Facebook and Instagram, no, will reward you more with customers if you choose or decide, no, to invest in ads. Okay? Or to invest in their platform. Okay? Just like the results that you see, no, yung the results na nakita niyo po kanina. Okay? All of those are run with ads. Okay? And they give huge results. Even in e-commerce businesses here in Manila, ads po talaga ang fuel na nagdadala sa kanila ng revenue every day, every week, every month. Right? Now, I'll stop there. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you guys in a breakout room. Okay? In groups of since we are 28 here, I'm going to put you guys in a breakout room. 28, maybe 28 lang ba yun? Kaya nag-compute pa po ako. Okay, so 5, 6, 7. 7. I'm going to group you in 4, and I'm going to put you guys in a breakout room. Okay? What you are going to do in the breakout room is you are going to share now with each other. I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes, okay, to share with each other what you guys got with no killer offer and posting or frequent posting. Okay? So, 4 po kayo nasa group or nasa breakout room. And what you guys will do there is to share that. Clear po ba yun? Thumbs up if clear po yung instructions ko. Okay? So, I'm going to put you guys in a breakout room, quick breakout room. And all right. So, I'm going to put you guys in a breakout room and share among yourselves what did you got out of no killer offer and too frequent posting. Okay? We are done with the 2-step spirals. First one is no killer offer. Second is too frequent in posting. Okay, now, let's jump to the third one, which is no follow-up. Okay? What do I mean by no follow-up? Okay, no follow-up meaning, especially, no, sa mga nag-i-interact sa contents mo, sa mga nag-i-interact sa contents, dapat po yan lahat pina-follow-up. Okay? Because what you are doing here is you are building relation with your customers, your leads, people who showed no interest in your post. Okay, and kung makikita nyo, the reason why there is no follow-up here, because what we want is for your post, for your content, to be attracting customers, not just likers. Kaya tayo may no follow-up here. Okay? We want to nurture the relationship that we built with them kahit na nasa digital space po tayo. And that is the third spiral, the third trap business owners are trapped into, or the trap na napupunta yung mga business owners, and I'm seeing them suffering, seeing their bottom line suffering because they don't follow up, no, with their needs, with their customers. Okay, so importante po ang follow-up. Okay, now, no follow-up. So, if you are a business owner, most probably nakakita ka na, may nag-message sa iyo na magkano po, how much po, HM po, how to order. Okay, if you are a business owner, most likely you've received these messages asking you magkano, how much, how to order. Yet, no, the problem is, the first day, nag-chat sila sa'yo, the next day, wala na. Tama po ba? No? And that is the power of following up. No, it is important to follow up with your customers para hindi po nawawala, hindi po sila nawawala sa ating pipeline, sa ating funnel. Okay? So, it is important to follow up with these customers. What you are doing here is you are building relationship with your customers. You are building a relationship by interacting with them. Okay? Like I mentioned earlier, wala pong physical, no, na interaction. Okay? Through screen lang. Okay? So how you can build the relationship with them is by sending them messages that they will appreciate. Okay? So, the main problem here is you get inquiries, but sales don't follow. Okay? You usually get inquiries, pero bottom line mo, nagda-dry na kasi walang bumibili ng product na in-offer mo. Okay? And again, babalik ko po to dun sa dalawa na no killer offer and too much content. Okay? Because your offer is not sharp. Okay? And your content does not pierce like tusok through their heart to buy. No? You get inquiries but sales don't follow. Okay? Don't get in the trap of following up na nagmumukha na po tayong like for example ako, nagfollow up na nagmumukha ng spammy. Okay? Nagmumukha ng spam yung kinukulit natin sila ng kinukulit. Okay? So, really nurture the relationship that you are getting, and it boils down again, no, to having a clear offer, to having a clear value proposition, no? Ano ba yung value na binibigay mo sa kanila and interested ba talaga sila? Because if you did that first step, launching your online business, okay, every inquiry supposedly, no, all of those will convert into sale. Not all of those, but majority, okay, will convert into sales. Okay? Now, it usually takes 5 to 7. No, 5 to 7 follow-ups before a customer can turn into a buyer. And hindi ko po ito gawa-gawa lang. Kahit po i-search nyo sa internet, 5 to 7 po yan. Na 5 to 7 na interactions with this cold audience. Cold lead. Okay, cold lead meaning hindi pa po kayo nag-usap kahit kailan. Nag-interact lang po siya, bagong muka, bagong profile na nag-interact sa content mo, sa ads mo. Okay? It usually takes 7 follow-ups. Okay? So if you feel na madami ka nang fina-follow up or ang daming best mo na message, okay, take a look if you have already sent 5 to 7 value messages. Keyword here is value. Okay? Value na messages. Something that they would appreciate, something that is relevant to them. Okay? Hindi lang po yung basta-basta message. Okay? Yes, may automation tools po tayo to send messages to these people, to these leads, but iba pa rin po ang nagagawa. Ako personally, okay, sa e-com business namin, no, meron po rin po kami nilalagay na tao sa CSR. Nilalagay po kami tao sa pag-interact sa customers. Okay? Meron kaming script, no, kung paano sila mag-reply. But if they feel na kaya nilang replyan yun in a way that would nurture the relationship and add value more to the relationship, hindi po namin sila pinipigilan to do that. Okay? Because iba pa rin ang feel, no, if the message comes from an actual person. Okay? So, that is the third spiral. Now, let's jump on to the fourth spiral, which is no leverage. Okay? No leverage. How many of you here knows how to use AI? Raise of hands or chat po. Okay, how many of you here knows how to use AI? ChatGPT, Canva, CapCut for video editing. Okay, how many of you here? Chat me in the comment or in the chat if you know how to use it. Okay. Okay. So some do know. Okay. Okay, good. Good na at least you know how to use it. Now, ChatGPT po ako, sabi ni Mila. Nice. Okay, now, how many of you here naman po ay hindi pa nag-a-adapt sa AI? And I'm hoping na nakapag-adapt na po kayo because I was told that you guys were already trained, no, na may training na daw po kayo sa AI tools. And I hope na ini-implement na talaga siya. Meron po ba? Meron po ba? Type me or type 1 naman? Type 1. If meron pang hindi nag-implement ng AI. Not much. Sabi ni GMD Mila. Thank you, GMD Mila. Okay. So, wala naman. Mukhang lahat naman po tayo ay nagmagamit ng AI for our business, which is good. Okay? So, the question here right now is, are we maximizing the way that we are using AI for our business? Okay? Because ako, personally, from a day-to-day basis, AI, part na po siya ng life ko. Part na po siya sa lahat ng ginagawa ko. Okay, let's say pag ano magandang outfit for today? Or anong magandang i-discuss sa presentation? ChatGPT. Okay? So, it makes life easier. Kaya ako personally, ginagamit ko na yan. Palagi. Hindi na mawawala sa akin yung AI kasi ang laki ng benefit. Okay? Ang laki ng time na nasa-save for me and mas napapadali niya yung work ko. Okay? Mas napapadali niya yung pag-handle. And again, the reason why kaya kong pagsabayin yung agency, yung e-commerce business, and also, na-mention ko na po ba, student pa po ako. Okay? The reason why napagsasabay ko po yun, because of AI. Okay? That's the reason why napagsasabay po natin sila. Okay? And if you implement this into your business or you really maximize the use of AI, it will do wonders for you as much as it has done wonders for me and the things that I'm doing right now. Okay? No leverage. Okay, let's say for example si Jack. Okay, si Jack. Jack may be a person who is all of us. Okay, Jack maybe is a person na sometimes, from time to time, parang tayo. So Jack is a CEO, si Jack he is a visionary daw. Sabi niya, ako visionary ako, kaya kong makita kung ano yung pwedeng outcome na itong business na to. From zero to a massive success na making 1 billion peso in annual revenue. Okay, so Jack is a CEO. Sabi ni Jack, magaling ako, kaya ko rin maging COO. Kaya ko yung process yan. Okay? Nakaka-relate po ba na unti-unti, inahako natin lahat ng work na supposedly dapat dinedelegate natin sa iba. Okay, so magaling si Jack COO rin siya. Magaling pa talaga si Jack. Hinandle din yung marketing. Okay? Sobrang galing talaga ni Jack. Kaya pa raw ng oras niya. Hinandle din pati yung creatives. Siya na rin nag-edit ng video. Siya na yung nag-edit ng mga pictures. No? Let's say for example, yung intro battles natin, siya na rin nag-edit ng pictures nun. Kasi masipag si Jack Magaling daw siya. Jack of all trades daw siya. Okay? Siya na rin nag-handle ng finance. Kasi why not? Why not, di ba? Why not? Kaya naman Siya na rin nag-handle ng customer service. Siya na rin nagpa-follow up. Kaya naman Okay? Kasi kaya pa rin talaga niya. Siya na nag-handle ng logistics. Okay? Siya yung nagpo-fulfill ng orders. Kaya naman Okay? Now, what I want you to notice here is the more the responsibilities na inaako ni Jack, kita niyo po lumiliit siya. Okay? Because he is not using leverage for his business. Okay? The amount or his influence or the effect na nagagawa niya for his business, yung results na napoproduce niya, lumiliit because he is choosing to do all instead of focusing on the task that really matters for their business. Okay, maybe that's something to think about. Ako personally, as a business owner handling agency and also a team of 5, actually 6, no, a team of 6, no, and the e-commerce business. Ako yung person na gusto ko ako yung gumagawa lahat. Okay? And I've realized na maybe napatanong ako sa sarili ko noon bakit nga ba inaako ko yung responsibilities? And what I've realized is maybe it's a lack of trust in the people helping me and trusting my team that they are also capable as much as I am. Okay? So maybe that's something that we should think about. No, na yes, magaling naman tayo, pero we can be much more magaling if we just decide to leverage, to use leverage, and to take advantage of the available leverage out there, no, to help and to make ourselves more effective in our role. Okay. So, for all those people, or maybe in someone in this meeting right now, no, who is inaako lahat ng responsibilities, I'm going to share with you a rule, the 95-5 rule. Okay? 95-5 rule. What does that mean? Okay, ito, nung narinig ko tong rule na to, like, a few days ago lang, na-realize ko na, ganun pala yun. Like, it made a click something in me, and I hope na maybe there's also like, may magting sa inyo, no? Pag narinig nyo ito kung ano yung 95-5 rule na to. Okay? So, 95-5 rule, this is a rule from Dan Martel, no? And the 95-5 rule is 95% of the tasks na meron ka right now, okay, kayang i-delegate yan. Okay? Or kayang i-automate yan. Now, maybe take a look into the aspects of your businesses right now, no, na kaya namang i-delegate sa iba. Kasi for sure, meron po yan. Okay? Kayang i-delegate yan sa iba. Kayang i-automate yan using AI. Okay? Kayang iba to yung work na yan so that we can be more effective. Now, ano yung dalawang 5%? The first 5% means review and optimize. Okay? Kapag na-delegate mo na or na-automate mo na yung processes ng business mo, your role here is to do the 5% and the 5%. Yung dalawang 5%. Ayun lang po yung gagawin natin. Okay? Hindi yung 95% na kaya namang iba to sa iba. Okay? Now, 5% review and optimize. Maybe review yung key KPIs. Review kung ilan yung sales natin per day. Effective ba tong person na pinagkatiwalaan ko ng tasks? Kaya ba niya mag-produce ng videos? Gantong amount of videos on a daily basis? No, nagagawa niya ba yung responsibilities niya? That is your role. Review and optimize the processes that you have delegated. The tasks that you have delegated to your people. And then the second 5 is to do the tasks that only you can do. Tasks na ikaw lang po yung makakagawa. Tasks na ikaw lang yung nakakaalam kung paano. Okay? Maybe, visioning, ano yung next step ng company, ano yung next step ng business natin, what is our next level, ano yung tools na implement na kailangan ng team, ano yung problems, ano yung roadblocks na na-encounter natin ng business when this season comes. Okay? That is the 5%. Only you do. Ano yung mga tasks na yun in your business right now na ikaw lang yung may kaya? Okay? 95% i-delegate sa iba kung kaya naman. Okay? Pero yung 5%, your role here is to focus on the 5%, review and optimize, and focus on the things that only you do. Okay? Now, I'll share a quick story here. Na what I've realized, na I had this conversation with the co-founder that I have for co-business owner that I have for Nivara. And actually, doon nang galing yon yung idea na to. Dito umikot yung conversation namin na 95-5 na yung results namin nagsasuffer because we are choosing to not invest in people, no? To not invest in people to do the creatives for us, no? When in fact kaya namang iba to eh. Pwede naman kami mag-hire ng creatives or video editor. Yet I personally was choosing to not do it. Okay? And what I've realized is it's because I was afraid, okay, of investing or trusting those people. Okay, with that role. Okay, at I was Jack, no? I was Jack na I chose to suffer to do all things. Okay, now, why am I sharing this? It's because I want you to see, no, na try to take a look at what leverages do you have. And I'm going to give you a hint kung ano yung leverage na yon. First is tech, okay, or code. AI yon. First leverage is tech or code. Okay? Second is, actually, ganito. I'll structure it from least important to most important. Okay? First leverage is yung cash nyo. Okay? That's the first level. It's like a pyramid eh. Hindi ko lang siya ma-drawing ngayon. Pero yung pinakababang level ng pyramid is your cash. Okay? That's the first level of your leverage. And then the second level, that is your people. Okay? That is your human resource. That's the second layer of the pyramid. Now, the third layer is your AI or your tech or your code. That's the third level ng pyramid. And then, yung pinakamataas, yung pinaka-high leverage, guess what kung ano yun? It's content. Okay? So, these four are the four leverages that you have right now. No? in this modern era in year 2025, and who knows hanggang kailan. But these are the leverages that you have right now. So pa-pyramid po yan, yung nasa pinakataas yung content, pinaka-high leverage yun. Bakit? I will explain why it is high leverage. Mabilisan lang. Because, saan ka nakakita? You can duplicate yourself. No? You can duplicate yourself literally everywhere. Okay? Because you are producing content. You can be anywhere, anytime. Okay? May kita ka ng tao na nagbebenta kahit na nagkakape ka lang sa bahay. Because you created content. Okay? That's the first layer and the most high leverage that we have. And that is why content, very important to get right now. Okay? Now, with that, here's another opportunity for us to share. Okay? Again, I want to recap lang. It is that, ayun yung dalawa na high, yung second and fourth, third and fourth spiral. Third is no follow-up, and then fourth is no leverage. Okay? So those are the other two spirals na keeping business owners stuck right now. Okay? Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys to go on a breakout room again. Okay, and this time, I've realized masyado mahaba pala yung 10 minutes. I'm going to give you guys 6 minutes, to share. Okay, in groups of 4 again, to share. So, tig 1.5 minutes po kayo of sharing. What did you get out of no follow-up and no leverage? And here's the thing. Here's the most important part. Not just share what you've learned. Okay? Maybe share how can you connect this with the current business or the current situation that you have with your business. Okay, what have you realized, with your business? With this no follow-up and no leverage. I-connect po natin siya sa current situation natin. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys 6 minutes. Naka-timer to, okay? And with that, sharing po ulit tayo, and see you guys again. So you will be added with the same people. And just to recap, these are the seller spiral, the spiral, the traps na dapat nating iwasan, because these are the traps or spirals that are keeping business owners right now, stuck or burnt out. Okay, no strong offer, too much posting, no follow-up, and no leverage. Okay, so now, paano naman natin ma-counter yun? Paano ba natin ma-counter yung traps na yun? Okay? That is the essence. That is the reason why this training exists. To help you set up and to help you avoid those traps, those spirals. And what I'm going to teach you is the core 4 of a scalable online business. Okay? Kung meron tayong spiral, meron tayong 4 na spiral na yun, we have naman core 4. That is the reason why core ang tawag natin sa training natin na to. Okay, we have the core 4 of a scalable online business. Okay, number 1, ano ba yung core 4? First is trust. Okay, so I want to go back. Core 4, ano ba yan? Core 4 really is 4 systems, that will help you, 4 systems na you can start, in the next 5 weeks, di-discuss natin yung 4 systems na to help you, build a sustainable and scalable online business, to help you get more results using the digital world, to help you scale your business if you transition online. Okay, 4 systems po ang core 4 natin. Okay, ano yung 4 systems na yun? Again, going back, makita nyo na, first is trust. Okay? First system na we need to build for your business is trust. Okay? We need to set that system up. What do I mean by trust? Trust means making sure that you, as a business owner, and your business, in the world of ang daming influencers, ang daming fake or like na hindi totoo or hindi beneficial na businesses na nagsulputan sa internet, what we want for your business is to have that system of trust, and the way to do that is, of course, one of the lessons that we will discuss in the next 5 weeks, which is branding. Okay? Branding yourself as the business owner and branding your business. Okay? Helping you stand out from the market. Okay? Helping you build a memorable brand that people will trust and will always go back to. Okay? That is the first system that we must have for your business. Second is traffic. Okay? Second system that we need to implement is traffic. Okay? Now, the reason why we are going to start with trust, okay, is because hindi naman tayo pwedeng maghakot lang ng people na makita ka, hindi naman ready yung page mo or branding mo online. Okay, so that is why that is the first step. The next step is traffic. No? What we want here is to have a system where you are bringing in not just viewers, not just leads na hindi naman bibili, or not just an inflow of people na nagtatanong lang. What we want here is a consistent system that will always bring you customers. Okay, and that is the goal that we want to do, or that is the system that we want to set up in your business. Okay, maganda ba yon na trusted ka na and customers mismo nakikita ka online, sila mismo mag-inquire sa'yo, ano ba yan, gusto ko rin yan. Okay, that is the second system that we have. We need to implement traffic. Okay, next, of course, hindi lang pwedeng traffic. Hindi lang pwedeng inquiries. Dapat meron tayong sales. The third system that we need to implement for your business is a sales system. Okay? We need to set up a system that will convert this traffic or this inflow of leads into paying customers. Okay, that is the third system that we need to build for your business. Okay, and traffic and sales, how are we going to do that? Okay, again, in the next 5 weeks, i-discuss po natin yan. Okay, we have Facebook and TikTok. Okay, so that is the main system that we are going to set up for your business. Okay, exciting po ba yon? Na i-set up natin yan na maayos na trusted ka, customers pumupunta sa'yo, and they are turning into buyers. Maganda po ba yan? No? That is the third system that we are going to implement, sales. Okay? Now, the fourth one is, of course, scale. Okay? We want to set up a system for you to scale. Okay? Hindi lang pwede na, of course, if you got all of those three systems right, okay? If you got all of those systems right, trust, traffic, and sale, okay? The most, of course, the next step for you would be to scale. Okay? To grow bigger. Okay? To grow bigger without having headache. Okay? Ayaw naman natin na lumalaki yung business natin, pero at the cost of our sanity, at the cost of our peace of mind. We don't want that. Okay? What we want here is to set up a system for you, na ready for scaling. Okay? That is the fourth system that we are going to implement for your business. Okay? So again, trust, traffic, sales, and scale. So those are the four systems. Those are the core four na we are going to implement in your business in the next 5 weeks na magkasama po tayo in our live trainings. Okay, scale meaning AI, automations. Okay, tools na available online na we can, na I've been using personally for my own e-commerce business, and i-share ko po yun, and how you can use that and implement that into your own business as well. Okay, exciting. So, for the next 5 weeks, join lang po kayo sa training natin and we will discuss all of this. Okay? Now, again, in the next 5 weeks, week 1, I know nakita nyo na to, week 1, foundation and offer creation, which is today. Ang ginagawa natin here is giving you the foundation, and of course, later in a bit, we are going to craft your offer. Okay? And then week 2, branding, business and personal branding. Week 3 and 4, traffic and sales. And week 5 is AI. Okay? So that is the 5-week plan for us. Okay? Ayun po yung plano natin in the next 5 weeks. Okay? So, give me a second. All right. So going back, so magbabago lang po yung audio ko kasi I need to charge my laptop. Okay, so pero audible pa naman po ako, di ba? Tama po. Okay, so I'm thinking audible pa ako. All right, so that is the plan we have for the next 5 weeks. Okay, now let's say, or if you guys asking, saan ba tayo magbebenta? Okay, where are we going to sell our products? Okay, ang daming options online. Okay, ang daming options where we can sell our product. Okay, it is available anywhere in the internet. Okay, ayan yung mga options natin. First, pwedeng website or sarili nating funnel. Okay, pwede sa sarili nating website. We are going to create our own website to build that. No? I mean to sell. The platform, first platform natin would be the website. Okay? So, on and off yung sound. Okay, can you guys hear me? More. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, on and off daw yung sound. Okay, anyways, going back. First is, lapit na lang ako. First is website or funnel. Okay? That is the first option that we have or the place that we can where we can sell our product. Second is marketplace. Okay, marketplace, what do I mean by that? Pwedeng sa TikTok, I mean TikTok tuloy. Pwedeng Shopee, pwedeng Lazada, I don't know kung ano pa 'yon. Buhay pa siya pero Shopee and Facebook Marketplace. Okay, those are the places na pwede mong second place where we can sell the product. Okay, Shopee or Facebook Marketplace. Okay? And then third is Facebook. Okay, Facebook, pwede sa Messenger and Facebook ads. Okay, and then fourth is TikTok. Okay, what do I mean by TikTok? I don't know kung nakikita niyo yun, pero uso ngayon ang selling sa TikTok. Okay, uso ngayon ang live selling sa TikTok and there is a huge opportunity there right now. Okay, TikTok, I mean TikTok ads, TikTok shop. No, kung nakikita niyo yun, yes, TikTok shop. And ayun yung places where we can sell that. Okay, now, in this 5 weeks of digital marketing training, the platforms that we are going to focus on would be Facebook and TikTok. Why? Because Facebook, number one, magandang result sa Facebook. Me personally, I've experienced it. No? Yung nakita niyo pong results kanina, through Facebook yon, Facebook ads. Although may sarili kaming website nun, yung client may sarili, yung partner ko nun may sariling website. Okay? Yet, pero, almost lahat ng traffic, lahat ng leads nanggaling sa Facebook. And then, another thing that we are going to focus on would be TikTok and TikTok Shop. Okay? Kasi, promise guys, no, you can see na TikTok Shop is booming right now and TikTok, and pagdating sa views, organic views, hindi madamot si TikTok, unlike Facebook. Okay? So it is a good place to build your own personal brand on TikTok. Okay? Pero favorably, I would always say do it first on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, pero expose mo rin sarili mo sa Facebook kasi mas maraming buyer sa Facebook na na-establish na or mas sanay na yung mga customers, lalo na local, mag-order sa Facebook. Okay? So, ito yung two platforms sa pagpo-focusan natin in the next 5 weeks. Okay? So, again, ito yung results na I have for my client, no? Again, this is through Facebook, although may sarili siyang website. Okay? Imagine 10,000 ad spent, yet 200,000 in revenue or sales yung nakuha namin out of that. Okay? And makita nyo 47,000 no ang direct message orders, meaning through messaging. Okay, through message sa Messenger sa Facebook. And I'm not showing this of course to ipagmalaki yan. But the reason why I'm showing this is of course to inspire and also to show na kaya yan, possible yan. Okay, with all the knowledge that we are going to discuss, I'm going to share in this meetings or trainings, kakayanin nyo rin po yan. Okay? Now, let's jump into offer creation. Okay? So, since na-discuss na natin lahat, no? Na-discuss na po natin yung core 4, na-discuss na natin siya, and na-discuss na natin yung traps, no? Yung spirals. Okay? What we want right now, like katulad ng sa calendar, no? For today or for tonight, we are going to build your offer. Okay? I'm going to share how we can build an offer so strong.
No, people feel stupid if they say no. Okay, how to do that? Again, going back no, to the first part of our discussion, no killer offer. A bad offer will always result, okay, will always no give you bad results. If you have a bad offer, you will always get the bad results. Okay? If your offer no doesn't really show or doesn't really make the buyer no, yung kating-kati na sila bilhin, yung offer mo kasi sobrang ganda niya, sobrang beneficial for them, no? Kung hindi ganun yung offer mo, okay? It will always translate to the results that you are having. Okay? So bad offer will always result to bad results. Okay, now, again, like mentioned earlier, a killer offer is an offer that makes people feel stupid by saying no. Why? Why? Kasi yung product mo na in-offer mo, sobrang daming value naka-attach doon, no? Na kapag humindi sila, no? They would feel na nag-miss out sila doon sa offer na yun or sa chance na yun. Okay? So, it our goal here is for you to craft an offer that makes people feel stupid saying no by saying no. An offer so good, no, that your customers won't hesitate to buy it from you. Okay? Now, here's what we're going to do. Okay, let's say for example, we have this product. Okay, let's say we have lalayo pa ba tayo? Sabihin natin intra. Okay? Yung intra bottle natin. Okay? Wag na tong kung ano man yan na nasa screen nyo. Okay? Now, let's say we have this. Okay? Let's say we have this. Okay? The reason why people are buying this from you is because they have an outcome. Okay? The reason why they are buying that product from you is because they want to go from this state to another state. Okay? Because their current state is not really serving them and your product, ayun yung nakikita nilang way so that they could be on a better place. Okay? So that they could be on a better state. Okay? And that is where value comes from. Okay? Your product is valuable because they see it as a vehicle from point A to point B that would benefit their life. Okay? Now, let me ask you. Let's say yung bottle na yon is let's say yung bottle natin, no? The dream outcome. I'm hoping na we all know what is the dream outcome that we have for that customer. No, what is the state from their current state kung saan natin sila gusto dalhin, no? I'm hoping na we all know that. Okay? So, they see value in it because our goal here is to show that to them. Okay? Ang gusto natin is pakita natin sa kanila yung kung saan natin sila gusto dalhin. Okay? So that is the dream outcome. Valuable yung product mo because there is a dream outcome na could really help or benefit those customers. Okay? Now, likelihood of achievement. Okay? Of course, hindi naman pwedeng sabihin lang natin na itong product mo na to, no? For sure, guaranteed. Kapag bumili ka nito, makukuha mo 'yon. Okay, mapupunta ka dun sa place na 'yon and magbe-benefit ka ng sobra. Okay? For sure, no, hindi lang naman 'yun yung reason kung bakit nila bibilhin sa 'yon. Okay? Yes, may dream outcome sila na gusto mangyari. Pero if you are too preaching your product, if you are too preaching or masyado mong in-OA yan, OA yung term, no? Yung the way that you do it. Of course, they will question, gaano katotoo yan? Okay? How likely, no, that your product will bring them from that point A to point B? Okay? And that is why it is a multiplier, okay, for the dream outcome. Okay? Now, going back to the dream outcome, okay, this will translate to our messaging. Dream outcome. Okay? First, of course, let's say for example sa Facebook, pinost natin yan. Ano yung dream outcome? Ano yung dream outcome na gusto natin dalhin yung customers? Okay? Now, hindi naman pwedeng dream outcome lang. Okay? Lalo na kung ino-OA-yan mo yung pagsabi ng dream outcome. Okay? What you are going to do here is you will also show how likely they are going to experience that benefit. Okay? Meaning, going to give you a clue, testimonials. Meaning, product reviews. No? Likelihood of achievement. Okay? So, how likely na kapag nakita nila yung post mo, itong product na to, dadalhin ako from my current state, unhealthy, to a healthy state, pero gaano ako ka-sure? And nakita nila may post ka doon na testimonial. Yung value mo ngayon tumaas. Okay, the value of your product is higher because your likelihood or you showed them testimonials. Okay, you showed them reviews na legit yung product. Now, here's the thing. Okay? Gaano katagal? Gaano katagal nila ma-experience yung benefit na yun? Okay? Ano yung time delay? Okay? Gaano katagal nila yun ma-experience? Okay? Kasi, kung matagal naman nila, let's say, sabihin natin na may product ka nga, from healthy state to a good state, I mean, from unhealthy state to a healthy state, and you showed proof and testimonial that it is actually working, okay? Pero, yung product mo, let's say product A, but there is an existing product B, okay? Your product shows the benefits in 3 months, while your second product shows the benefit in 1 month, okay? Of course, mas valuable yung product na 1 month lang, kita na agad yung benefits kesa sa product na 3 months pa bago nila makita yung benefits. Okay, time delay. Okay, it is also an important part, no? Maybe in the messaging of our campaign. And of course, ano ba yung pwede nating value? Okay, ano ba yung pwede nating ilagay na value na mapapaisip sila, likely ko ma-achieve yun, and yung time delay hindi naman ganun katagal. Okay? Ano yung pwede kong i-add na value para ma-shorten yung time delay na yun? Okay? So, it is a nakapag siya, yung time delay. So, the more kaya siya nasa ilalim. Okay? So, this is like an equation. Okay? Kasi as the time delay goes up, kapag tumataas yung time delay, kapag mas tumatagal, yung value mo will go down. Tama po ba? So, napag-divide naman po tayo, di ba? Now, kapag tumaas yung time delay, kapag let's say naging 1 year, 3 months, yung value niyan magda-drop. Okay? So, next, effort and sacrifice. They will also think in terms of ano ba yung kailangan kong gawin para makuha ko yan? No, ano yung kailangan kong i-give up to get the benefits? No? They will always question you that. Maybe the price, no, maybe the ano yung effort na kailangan nilang gawin, no? Those things, no, keep in mind as well. Okay? So, going back, ano yung essence nito? Okay? Dream outcome, likelihood of achievement, time delay, and effort and sacrifice. The reason why I showed you this is because this is determinant or dito yung meaning ng value sa product mo. Okay? Sa offer mo. Okay? The way na pinosisyon mo yung product mo, no, as a like mas mataas yung maganda yung dream outcome, very likely na ma-achieve nila yon, and yung time delay maikli lang, and then yung effort and sacrifice hindi naman ganoon kahirap, tataas yung value niya. Let's say for example, yung liposuction yung tinatanggal yung taba sa katawan, no? The reason why mas mahal yun kaysa sa PDF or sa supplement na kaya mas mahal yun pero supplement na nakaka-fat loss, okay, is because yung dream outcome ng liposuction, same silang dream outcome, tama po ba? No, na makapagpapayat, na makapag-lose ng fats sa katawan. Same ng dream outcome. Okay, pero here's the thing. Likelihood of achievement sa liposuction. Kapag nagpa-liposuction ka, for sure, mawawala agad yung fats mo sa katawan. Tama po ba? Unlike supplement, maybe hindi effective, no? So, it affected the value. Okay, and then time delay. Liposuction, maybe in a few weeks lang, wala na agad yan. Okay, magaling ka na. Pero yung time delay naman ng supplement, ilang months pa bago mo makita na pumapayat ka. Effort and sacrifice. Effort and sacrifice mo sa liposuction, okay, is, yes, magbabayad ka ng money, pero sureable naman na malulus mo yung fat. Okay, unlike sa supplement, minsan sinasabi pa niyan mag-exercise ka or may mga kailangang steps ka pang kailangan gawin. Okay? So, between the two, of course, makikita mo, the reason why mas mahal yung liposuction is because tama lahat eh, no? Like, the value is there. You can see the value there. Unlike the, what do you call this? Unlike the supplement. Okay, now, how can I relate this to our bottle? No? The value. Dream outcome. Ano po ba yung dream outcome? Okay, let's say turn them from an unhealthy state to turn them from an unhealthy state to a healthy state. Okay, good. Value yun. Now, likelihood of achievement. Paano ka makaka-sure na magiging healthy talaga siya? Do you want me to give you a hint? Okay. Do you want me to give you a hint kung paano yung magiging mas valuable yung bottle na yun? Na likelihood na ma-achieve talaga siya? Type yes po kung gusto niyo. Okay, so likelihood of achievement, yung product, why not build an accountability? Build a community around the product. Mas mataas yung value nun ngayon kesa sa product lang. Kasi it will be very likely na kapag gumawa ka ng community around turning a person from an unhealthy state to a healthy state, for sure, mataas yung value nun. Okay? Now, time delay. Take note, there are some knobs or there are some levers here in the equation na hindi natin pwedeng galawin kasi naka-fix na yan. Okay, so what we can do is we can somehow, no, play with it psychologically, no, na in a way na makikita pa rin nila yung benefit, pero the goal here is to, when it comes to the messaging, okay, how we offer it or how we show it to the market. Okay? So, going back to that, no, na product na bottle, no, yes, okay, may value. Patungan mo ng likelihood of achievement. Okay? Patungan mo ng accountability ng community around it. Mas valuable. Okay? So, ayun po tayo. Okay? Now, these are the 4 levers that you can do and this is called the value equation. Okay? So, if you are taking a look at your product, always go back to this equation. Kaano ba ka-valuable yung product mo right now? Maybe rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 if you were honest. Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Gaano ka-valuable yung offer mo right now? Okay? And then you will see here why people are buying or not buying. You will see here the results that you are getting with your offer. Okay? So that is the value equation. Okay? It will always revolve around the dream outcome. Okay? Your value will always revolve around the dream outcome. Saan mo po ba gusto dalhin yung customers? Okay? And it will always revolve around that because you can build on top of that. You can add more value on top of that. That directly solves that. No? The way you will add more value to your current product is if you added more offers or added more benefits to it or added more value. Okay, pwede yung community, pwede yung digital product, ebook, pwedeng may one-on-one session, consultation session. I don't know. No, pero that is the goal. It will always revolve around that dream outcome. Okay? Because you will add more value to it. Hindi lang, again, going back, no, your product is not the entire offer that you are putting out there. Okay? You can always do more for it. Now, let's say, no, you hit everything, you got everything, no? Tama yung value equation mo. Okay, you did everything right with this equation. Okay, and I hope na take note nyo to, yung value equation na yan. Now, what if I want a higher value? Okay, what if I want to charge more for that product? What if I want my product to be of higher value? What can I do? Okay. First, I will be introducing you value amplifiers. 4 value amplifiers. First is money back guarantee. Or actually not money back, any guarantee. Okay, any guarantee that this will work. Pwedeng, pwede yan. Most common, money back guarantee. Okay, pwede ring, if you don't receive your order, we will give you something, no? Guarantee. Okay, guarantee na, for example, guarantee na ma-receive nila yung order, guarantee na ma-receive nila yung order, guarantee na makakita sila ng benefits, no? Add guarantee. Okay? Add a guarantee na mag-work talaga yun. gagana talaga yung sinasabi mo. You said, you promised. Add a guarantee. Okay? Now, the second one is scarcity. Okay? Now, if you listened earlier yung sa ball pen, 50,000 pesos pen, no? Nag-add ako doon na it is only available for in the next 10 minutes. This offer is only available in the next 10 minutes. Okay? Why? Because it adds urgency. No? It gives your customers a reason to buy right now. Okay? So kung makikita niyo po dun sa ano, yung sa I'll use yung example ni Ma'am Eva na ano, na funnel. The reason why meron parang timer 'yon, no, is to show na scarce lang yung offer na yun and it will go out, no? It will not be available when the timer's up. Okay, so add scarcity into your product. Okay, so let's say maybe paubos na po kasi yung stock namin eh. Next week na po magre-restock. Okay, add scarcity. Give them a reason to buy. Okay, because common pattern that I'm seeing is usually sasabihin nila, pwede bukas na lang po. Bukas ko na lang po orderin. Okay, dumating yung bukas, hindi na binili kasi nakalimutan na. Okay? If that buyer showed interest at that moment, okay, add scarcity, add guarantee, no? The likelihood na mako-close mo yon mas tataas kasi you added the guarantee and you added the scarcity. Okay? Next, ayun, urgency. Okay, urgency. Ayun pala yung urgency. Okay, so same with scarcity, give them a reason why to buy right now. Hindi bukas, hindi next week, right now. Okay? Give them those reasons. Finally, is bonus. Okay? Katulad ng sinabi ko po kanina, let's say, sabi nila, they bought one bottle. Okay, why not dagdagan natin ng ano, maybe free guide, no, how to be healthy in 7 days or 10 days. Free guide na, I mean, ebook, no, or free video, or maybe a free one-on-one 1 hour 30 minutes consultation with you on how they can make sure na yung health nila would be good in the next 10 days. Something like that. Add bonuses. Okay? So, wait, may nag-chat. LLP. Okay, LLP daw sabi ni anyways, so going back, no, these are the value amplifiers na if you got that value equation correct, no, ito naman yung pwede mong gawin ito yung pwede mong idagdag on top of your offer. Okay? Pwedeng guarantee, scarcity, urgency, or bonus. Okay? Add this for value amplifiers. Something to think about. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Some of the businesses that nakikita ko is almost lahat ng risks binabato nila sa customers. Okay? Almost lahat ng risks pinapasalo nila sa customers. Why not reverse that na ipatong mo sa iyo yung risk? Okay? Tataas yung value nung ino-offer mo. Okay, I'll give you an example, no? Money back guarantee, hindi usually siya ginagawa kasi nakanino yung risk nasa business owner. Okay? Pero here's an example. In that flower shop, no, na pinakita ko kanina, customers are not buying through online kasi may trust issue sila. Okay? Ang mode of payment lang po namin, wala kaming COD. GCash lang. Okay? So, really there is in their mind, iniisipin nila na baka scam to. Okay? Kasi mode of payment, GCash lang, hindi nag-accept ng COD. Now, during those times, hindi kami nakakuha ng order. Okay? Now, what we did there is we added money back guarantee. Na kapag hindi nila nakuha yung order nila, no, i-refund namin yung binayad nila through GCash. Okay? Kasi hindi po available yung COD. And what we saw there is mas dumami yung umorder. Okay? Because the risk is now on us instead of in them. Okay? Risky kasi pag magbabayad ka ng GCash tapos hindi mo sure kung marireceive mo pa talaga yung flower na in-order mo, pina-reserve mo. Okay, nasa kanila yung risk. Now, why not put that on me? And by doing that, nung ginawa namin yun, mas maganda yung naging results namin. Okay? Put the risk on you. And the thing is here. The thing is this. If you can sleep comfortably at night, na if comfortable ka, no, yung offer mo, no, knowing na you have your offer, pero nakakatulog ka ng mahimbing, no, that maybe means your offer is not good enough. Okay? Bakit? kapag sobrang ganda ng offer mo, let's say pinatungan mo ng money back guarantee, for sure, ibabalik namin yung order mo. Tingin mo po ba, hindi mo gagalingan sa pag-nurture ng clients na yun if you added that money back guarantee? Okay? Of course, you will perform better because you added that risk on you. Okay? So that's like my point na put the risk on you. I mean, not all the risks, but some risks pwede namang saluhin and will yield pa rin good results for your business. Okay? Because that risk will push you to do better for your business. Pagdating sa nung pinatong namin yon yung money back guarantee na yon, mas inayos namin yung pagpakipag-usap sa customer, mas inayos namin yung pag-fulfill, no? And it also opened ginawa kasi namin wala po siyang lagayan yung flower. And what we did there nung nilagay namin yung wrist na yon sa amin, sa flower shop na yon, okay? The business owner decided na kailangan nung box. Tumaas ngayon yung value niya. Tumaas ngayon yung value nung in-offer niya. Okay? So what I'm saying here is maybe bite more risk and maybe you will see improvements on how you operate, no, and increase the value of the offer that you are producing or giving in the market. Okay? So, again, dream outcome, okay? Ito palagi po yung focus natin, dream outcome. Okay, the value is always in the dream outcome. Okay? What we want is to take that customer from point A to point B. Nandun palagi yung value. And then the other aspects dun sa equation na yun, okay, revolves around that dream outcome. And then the amplifiers as well. Okay? Now, since we're running out of time and it's exactly 10 p.m. na, okay, let's create a killer offer. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we are going to craft a killer offer. Okay, so this will be a quick demonstration lang. So I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, so I'll be sharing with you how to craft a killer offer. Okay, so again, keeping in mind the value equation and the value amplifiers, no? What we can do here is, teka, may nag-chat sa akin. Okay, I don't know kung nakikita niyo siya. Anyways, so what we can do here is take a look, no? How we can create that killer offer is through this. So meron po tayong prompt, and with the help of ChatGPT, now we will craft that killer offer. This offer, for example. This prompt. So copy lang po natin yan, and then maybe paste it here, create a new chat. Okay, so nakikita niyo po naman po yung screen ko, tama? Type yes in the chat if nakikita. Okay, so mabilis na lang to para okay, good. So now, to craft that killer offer, okay, you can always use ChatGPT for it. Okay, and I give you a templated prompt to help you get started. Again, itong prompt na po to get you started lang. Okay? You can always do more, no, using ChatGPT or using your own understanding of the concepts na shinare ko po in this first day ng training natin. Okay? Let's say for example, here. You are a master offer strategist, marketer, salesperson, and conversion copywriter with real-time insights on buyer behavior in target country 2025. Let's say target country natin, Philippines. I'll be working around the intra right now, no, bottle. So then next is I want you to give me 5 new offer positioning perspectives, not just messaging angles, but different ways I can restructure, repackage, or reposition my existing offer to increase its perceived value, effectiveness, and appeal. So what we are doing here, instead of just, kasi ang usual, kapag nagpa-prompt po tayo, hindi binabago ni ChatGPT yung product, na hindi niya binabago yung the way the product is packaged, no? And be mindful of that po as well, na sa messaging lang nababago. Okay? So the goal of this prompt is to help you, no, see new perspectives on how you can position your bottle or how you can see intra in a different way. Okay? Let's say for example, here's what I'm currently selling. Intra detox juice. Sige, search natin kung ano yan. Okay, may definition yan dito eh. Okay, wala. Okay, so be with me lang on this. I'm trying to get a definition kung what is Intra. Okay, so copy na natin yan. This will do. Okay, pero of course, what we want here is for your prompt to be exact. No, and also, what you're currently selling, share nyo rin how you are currently doing it. No, how you are currently selling. No, ano yung current na ginagawa mo. No, and the goal of this prompt is to help you see new perspective. Okay, so paste lang natin yan dyan. Okay. Then audience, sino po ba yung target audience natin? Now maybe tina-target niyo po ay moms, maybe OFWs, maybe 35 to 60. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I'll just target 45 to 45 and above. Let's say ano lang 45 and above, middle income earners in the Philippines. Again, note on this prompt, the exact or the precise, no, yung pagkaka-type niyo po sa audience. And I'm using ChatGPT by the way, no. Naka-plus po ako pero yung free version ni ChatGPT it will do. Pero if you guys can subscribe to Plus, much better kasi mas maganda yung benefit niya. Okay? Yung Plus version ni ChatGPT. Okay? Middle income earners in the Philippines, 45 plus middle income earners in the Philippines interested in maybe let's say supplements slash ways for products to help them become more healthy and free from illness. Yan. So let's say ayan muna. No? You can always tweak this and yeah, output lang po natin to. And what this prompt will do, it will give you or it will help you see new perspectives, no, and how you can offer your intra detox juice. Yan. For example, intra detox juice yung offer mo or yung product mo. First perspective, why not 14-day immunity reset kit? No? Results focus na program. Okay? So people don't want a supplement, they want to feel stronger, cleaner, and more energized. Ayan, so ayan yung kit mo, offer structure. Okay, merong journal, may bottle ng intra detox juice, may digital meal, may one live detox kickoff webinar. So, are you getting this na maybe your product can be part of a much higher value offer. Okay? Maybe it's not just about the product. Maybe pwede mo pa siyang i-package in a way na mas higher yung value. Okay? For example, 14-day immunity reset kit. Yan. High value. Meron siyang journal, meron siyang digital meal, live detox kickoff webinar. Okay? Same naman yung same naman po yung i-charge niyo na when it comes to intra. Okay? Pero of course, mas tataas yung price niyan. Okay? Kasi nag-add ka ng ibang ibang additional benefits or bonuses in here. Okay? Then, yan, may bundles, system, wellness starter pack, no? Laban Katawan membership club. So you can see now that this using this prompt, you will get new perspectives on how you can position your current product. Okay? So tweak lang, onting tweak lang sa offer. I mean sa prompt na to. Onting ayos lang sa prompt, sa message or sa the way na pagkaka-type. Okay, it will always give you different results. Okay? Pwede niyo rin pong paglaruan yung prompts na yan. Okay? Now, going back to our presentation, actually, I wanted to end with that, no? And I hope na you guys got how to create or craft a killer offer and really see kung ano yung value or really see, no? I hope it gave you a new perspective in seeing how to offer or teka, may nag-chat. Yes, of course. I will send the prompt. And actually, no, since nagtanong po kayo, of course, I wanted to end with this. Anyways, going back, I wanted to end with this, no? Killer offer. Okay? Day 1 natin is killer offer. Okay? Do that. Something to think about. Something to do new for your current business. Something new na pwede niyong i-offer. And why not try? See it in a new light. No? See intra. I know na matagal na siya nag-exist and established talaga siya. But what if maybe there's something else na we can do and reposition it in a way that people would really buy it? Okay? And I think this prompt will help you. Okay? I wanted to end with that. Now, of course, may assignment po tayo. Okay? So I will be sending you this document. Okay? And meron po tayong 3 assignments. Okay, okay lang po ba? Kasi 1 week naman po tayo, 1 week naman po bago ulit tayo magkita. Okay? So, 3 assignments po to. Okay, so for day 1, I want to hear your reflection. Okay? Maybe tonight or maybe since late na, tomorrow evening or tomorrow morning. Okay? Think about how you can implement or really use the knowledge that you've learned in this meeting or in this training in your own business. Yes? So, biggest realization, personal connection. Okay, how is it related to your own experiences? Shift in perspective and commitment moving forward. Okay, so day 1 realizations. Okay, maybe sit down, think about it, and try to really digest, no, the knowledge that we've just learned in this meeting. Okay, because ayaw naman po natin aral-aralan tayo pero um wala naman po tayong action. Okay, maybe think about this. Okay, next, offer audit. Okay, to help you as well to take a look at where you are currently at, ano yung current situation nyo. Okay, I created an offer audit. Okay, so to use this, use the space below each section to write your responses to the guiding questions. So you have guiding questions here. Okay, and what we are going to use here pala is, okay, hindi ko siya na sa slide ko. Pero what we are going to use here is the growth framework. Okay, first is ano ba yung gusto mong result? Okay, ano po ba yung gusto nating goal? Okay, currently, ano yung goal ng product or ano yung goal ng product, then ano yung gusto nating maging result nun for our business. Like for example, ito. Okay, example response lang po to ha. Ako po nagsulat nito or pinram po to para mag-output. Pero, ito yung guiding questions nyo and of course, you will answer that. Okay, and then ito yung example na response. Okay, so the goal of my new offer is to help Filipino adults age 35 to 55 strengthen their immune system naturally by drinking intra-detox juice daily for 30 days. Ayun po yung dream outcome. Ayun po yung goal natin sa offer. Now, how do we want that? Ano yung goal naman natin para sa business natin? Okay, so ayan. Okay, generate 344,000 in revenue. Okay, so that's the first step. Okay, let's say ayun yung goal nyo. Next would be reality. Nasaan ka na po? No, ano po yung current state nyo? Of course, if we want to dream, we also want to take a look at where we are currently at. Okay, and that is the purpose of this second step, reality. Where are you right now with this offer? Ano yung current offer mo right now? And how is it different from the goal na you said, from the goal or from the reality that you're experiencing right now? Okay? Next, what are your options? Ano ngayon yung pwede mong gawin? Or what are the options that you have? No, para yung goal mo, from your current reality, you will achieve that goal. What options do you have? List all of it. Lahat ng options, ilabas po natin. Lahat ng options, jot it down, write it down. Okay, write all of the options. And then, move to number 4. What will you commit? Okay? Let's say, ang dami mong nalista na gusto mong, na pwede nating gawin. Okay, ang dami mong nalista na ideas. Okay, pero ano yung gagawin mo? Pili ka lang muna ng isa. Okay, isa lang po tayo. Isa lang. Okay, because the more we do things, the more analysis paralysis lang tayo. Okay, pili lang isa. Test it out. If hindi nag-work, it's okay. Move to the next. Okay, until you see something that will work for you. Okay, and then 5, tactics. Let's say for example, nakapili ka ng isa. Okay, paano mo na ngayon gagawin yun? Let's say for example, ako, napili ko gagawa ko ng community. Okay, now tactics tayo. What do I need in place? Okay, what are the things that need to happen, no, for that community to exist? Let's say for example, kailangan ko mag-create ng Facebook community, Facebook group. Kailangan ko magsulat ng journal or kailangan ko magsulat ng ebook using ChatGPT. Okay? Write it down. Write a clear path, no, no, kung paano mo gagawin yung napili mong will. Okay? Yung napili mong option. Okay? Write that down for tactics. Okay, like for example ako, write new copy for landing page, hero section by Tuesday 2 p.m. Another thing, put a deadline kung kailan nyo gagawin yan. Okay? And then finally, habit. Okay? How can you sustain every day, chine-check mo kung ano pa yung pwede mong baguhin, no? build that habit. Okay, how can you build that habit of always checking ano ba yung value na pwede ko pang idagdag or ano yung pwede ko pang baguhin para mas maraming customers yung dumating sa akin. Okay, so that's the offer audit. Okay, so I will be giving this to you as a guide question. And then of course, yung craft your killer offer. Okay, so prompt po siya. You have this prompt. And then after you generate your five perspectives, okay, reflect po tayo. Okay, reflect. Okay, because ito kasing killer offer na to, yung prompt na to, it can also generate yung options nyo dito sa wheel, dito sa options, no? If you prompted that, okay, bibigyan kayo ng options na pwede nyo gawin. Pero, again, pili lang po kayo ng isa. Alright, now, with that, yeah, I'd like, thank you very much, no, for staying. And I can see here na buo pa rin tayo, 31. So thank you very much for allotting 2 hours of your time. And ako, I'm very happy to be here. And yeah, I hope na marami kayong natutunan in our meeting.